This is a trip with a special goal. The goal is to deliver motorcycle ambulances to clinics and villages at the far end of the savannah. This is to reduce maternal and child mortality, because it is hard to get to the nearest hospital. This movie wants to show what challenges the people of the savannah have to face. Good hospitals care exists, but roads and infrastructure need to be developed far more. The Eezer initiative is trying to make a difference in this way. Join us on a journey that takes us to 3 of these clinics, and where we travel on the only road network offered to us. Depending on the weather, the road conditions change very quickly. Here we had to make a detour on our way to Samuli because of the rain that had fallen. The ordinary route was not accessible, but this was. Or what should we say? A new day, and we continue our journey. After the heavy rains during the night, the ground is more difficult to master, but now we have taken direction towards Magadi. Sometimes we find slightly better roads at national level, although the quality of the coating is not always the best. Right as it is, a bridge can also be missing, and then it is the water barrier that again applies. We also pass some ongoing projects, and often it is Japanese, Chinese or Indian companies. These countries also lend large sums to Kenya for these efforts, which can be both good and bad. Magadi Lake is a very special place. The lake is not deep and it's just an accumulation of water, which therefore maintains a very high salt content, but also with other substances. Magadi Lake is very well known for its soda manufacture, but also for its flamingos, who like the water and what it can offer. But our motorcycles do not like the salt water, so they start to rust immediately. The water level during our visit was unusually high to be this time of the year. Normally the lake is dehydrated at this time, which makes alternative routes navigable. In Magadi we camped at Magadi Resort, and it was a tent for 3 nights. Not so often you live in a tent with an air condition, but it was pretty nice when the temperature was around 34 degrees Celsius.
Det är mycket vatten.
Ja. Men vilket speciellt landskap. Ja. Vilken färg på vattnet.
As I said, a real nasty and very salty water. Nothing I would like to dip a motorcycle in. But there is no alternative, so it's just to drive. Many people have this as their daily route.
Hello.
It is not just motorcycles that travel here, but good for us, there are meeting places. miles after miles of savanna, and the driving now continues towards the Musenke clinic. Time for a stop at one of the meeting points on the savanna, the marketplace. Here Maasais is gathered from near and far to exchange, buy and sell goods. Here also the daily bus line stops, for those who want to take the bus to the nearest central city. Yes, the daily bus line. Arrive at the Musenke clinic and the delivery of the second ambulance. Well, here we were told that both elephants and lions have passed here for the past 24 hours. Yes, we are really in the middle of the savannah. Time to return to Magadi. It quickly gets dark here at the equator, and it's already started to darken. Maybe also some night activities that we should avoid. Darkness has been laid over the savannah, and then it is dark. Yes, extremely dark. If it were not for some flash from an approaching thunderstorm. Now just fix a couple of water barriers and we are back home again. Now it's time to prepare and get ready for the last delivery on this trip. For this we will both build a trailer hitch on a motorcycle and made clear an ambulance trailer. The last ambulance will be delivered at Chompole Clinic, not far from the border to Tanzania.
vi står på reservatet mycket djupare.
Göran, titta hit!
Hej!
After all the rain this night, the roads have not improved. The trip to Champoli proves to be the most difficult, even though we have already had countless water barriers and clay barriers to get us through. But it gets miles up on miles across the savannah, and the landscape is constantly changing. We also come across a lot of animals such as zebras, giraffes, gazelles and baboons. And then we should also not forget all goats, sheep, cows and donkeys. It is something very special to meet them like this directly out on the savannah and not in a safari park. Wherever you travel out here on the savannah, Maasais appears. Sometimes I jump on the motorcycles when I hear a scream and suddenly someone waving at us from the bush. If you stop in the middle of the savannah without seeing anyone, it won't be long before you have a group of Maasais around you. Then it was time to hand over the third and the last ambulance on this trip. We received a nice welcome and a story about the history of the clinic. The clinic would actually have become a hospital out here on the savannah, but today it is only a small clinic.
Those are his names, Naserian. She's a community health volunteer representing a village called Olepolos on this facility. There's a facility, the most problem of the most urgent need they have is maybe finish up this whole project.